Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Snack. Where we'll bring you into our chef's kitchen and see what they're making for snack ideas and share some of their stories. Tonight, really happy that we have a good friend of mine, Chef Amy and Eric from Kitsune Food, joining us tonight. Thank you, guys. Hi, Amy. Hello, Eric. Um, they they own, I believe myself. Probably the most amazing little operation in HRM. Um, I guess I'm gonna let them to tell you guys a little bit about their story. I guess Eric, Amy. So what bring you guys the idea of doing this venture about starting where you are at now and how long you've been doing it?
Well, I guess we want to go back really far. So Ami's first job in Canada when she moved here from Japan was at Dharma Sushi down on Argyle Street. And she had worked there off and on for years and years. And started off just as a server, but then Ami had a bit of cooking experience from before. Slowly started working into the kitchen, and then eventually ended up apprenticing under Hida-san, Hideki Yamamoto, as a sushi chef, and then eventually Hida-san asked Ami to take over Dharma. And at the time, at first, we were like, "There's no way we're gonna buy a sushi restaurant and take it over. Like, you're crazy." But then we kind of decided, like, well, when the hell does opportunities like that ever happen? And I mean, Ami and Hida-san were like family, so we were like, okay, let's go for it. So we ended up borrowing a bunch of money, getting loans, and buying a restaurant. And we did that. We did that for several years, and then so backstory: the space we're in now, connected to Mother's Pizza. So the original owner of Mother's, Tyson, he's one of my close friends, and he has a very vested. He loves Japanese food. And Tyson's an amazing chef as well, so he thought, well, hey, it'd be cool if we started doing like a pop-up restaurant at Mother's. So we did it. It was called Full Moon Izakaya, and so every couple months we would put together this 7 courses of small dishes, and we'd pair it with sake and beer. It was at that time that Tyson kind of joked, because I was running like sake and beer out of the space where we're in now, and he kind of joked. He's like, "Well, hey man, maybe someday I'll rent you guys this little tiny cubby hole, and we'll do like a little like izakaya or a little takeout spot." Anyway, fast forward, we did that a couple times. Ami was so excited about switching things up and trying different and new things, because Dharma, I mean, has been there. It's one of the oldest sushi restaurants in the city.
It is.
Set menu. So we were just like, okay, super excited to try and create and do new things. And then all of a sudden we had this opportunity to sell Dharma Sushi. And I got on the horn with Tyson right away. And I was like, hey, remember you talking about renting us the garage space at Mother's Pizza as a restaurant? Like, do you think we could actually do it? And he's like, well, I was kind of joking, but sure, let's give it a go.
Well, Chef Andrew is in the house. Hi, Chef. I have a little different perspective about Daima, because when I first came here in the early 1990s, there was only 2 Japanese restaurants in Halifax that I would eat at. One of them doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if you guys. There used to be one in the Maritime Mall.
Yeah.
Liji or Ninji, I don't forget what it was, but it was only the 2. Actually, Chef Andrew said Tyson is his labor too. Like, he's great. So, make a long story short, there was only the 2 Japanese restaurants I would eat at, and I am there at Daima pretty much every Wednesday for the lunch special when I was a student. Amy know what I was going for every day. Yeah. And that's pretty much where I go to pretty much all my time here, because the different kind of food that they serve, being a little different. I mean, there's one of the most of the Asian type restaurant struggle around here that I cannot feel as much as you guys about how you have to bend over yourself and say, hey, they like this kind of stuff. Let's do it this way. For everybody who's watching, I just want to make sure everybody knows I was the one requesting Amy to make what she's making tonight because I want to make a point. When I invite Amy to join us, and I was pretty nervous if they would have time to do it, but I was pretty happy that they would do it. And if you get, I guess I'll let them guys to introduce what they're making tonight.
Yeah.
Eric, Amy?
Yeah, sure. So I got the request to make a katsudon tonight. I think it's a lot of people's favorite dish, which I don't have on the menu restaurant now. Yeah, I think it's really hefty. It's a very heavy meal. But it's like so much flavor and everyone loves it. So I got requested and I'm like, you know what? I haven't made it for a while, so I think I should do it anyways. We love it too.
Oh, I love Kitsune.
Yeah, and it's not a little late night snack.
Well, I just I was being a little selfish there. I kind of want to see that.
So usually like making like a katsudon is like breaded pork, cooked in broth, onion and egg drop on the end, and green onions and like seaweed or whatever, and put on the rice. But it's because the late night snacks. I didn't make a rice today.
Okay.
I made a sliced cabbage, so it's a little bit healthier.
All right, nice.
Yeah, but it's really good with rice. But that's what we're making tonight.
Yeah. Well, I still remember just a little story about how I met them guys. I'm pretty busy myself with my restaurant, and there was just one day we have about an hour open, and me and my wife's like, let's go over there because my sister had been bragging about you guys food nonstop for months.
Hi, Gabby.
and I'm gonna apologize if she caused you any trouble there. She's kind of a troublemaker at times, but and Gabby had been really praised about you guys' food, and I was trying to be kind of going to go under the radar, so we went there. And Gabby gave me some trouble too, afterward that I didn't ask her to join us, but that's one thing I think is really easy to identify a good Japanese restaurant and a commercialized Canadian kind of type of Japanese restaurant. And the first thing I asked for was the miso soup.
Yeah.
This is one thing that 90% of the restaurant in North America, you pretty much get a miso soup, but to me it's more like a salty soup, whatever that is. Yeah. You guys' soup was such amazed me the first sip that I was like, man, it really tastes like miso, and rather than the high amount of salt in there, you really get that really old school, the way it's supposed to be miso flavor in there with the right, dashi, I don't know, use broth or powder in there. That was really igniting. That's why I was like, wow, my sister was right for once. But, but anyway, that's why I was so impressed with you guys' food, and I was so happy to find something that I feels like something I grew up eating back in Asia, and a lot of people doesn't recognize, how different it is rather than what you get. Yeah. You guys don't try to cater to the local flavor. You guys try to do it the way it's supposed to be, which I have my struggle myself with my food, and you guys stick it with the gun, and very happy for you guys. We've created, you guys rank so high, and you guys get recognized by the right people. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Evan.
Yeah. And well, I guess everybody want to see some cooking, so I'm gonna. Oh, look at that.
Right.
And I'm gonna let Amy do some cooking, and before I kind of everybody falling asleep listening to me. Go ahead, Amy. It's all yours.
Keep talking to me too. I'm just gonna use this stove, okay? Or maybe I'm gonna just do this. I'm just gonna explain what I made it earlier because it's
Of course.
always takes a long time to get prepped. So I made a dashi earlier, which is you use like a dried kelp, like dried kombu and bonito flakes to make
Bonito flakes.
Yeah, so you can always make like tons of dashi and use for like next week also as well. But I made it like a small batch today, and katsudon is like broth is just so important. So dashi is like a couple of different kind of you can use, like fast dashi or the second dashi. Second dashi has more flavor. Like you make the dashi and then take the stuff out and make another dashi. It's not a clear, but it's really have a flavor. But I didn't have time to do the second one, so I just did the fast one. And just add a mirin, some brown sugar, and soy sauce.
Mirin, brown sugar, soy sauce.
Yeah, the brown sugar. But some people like sweeter katsudon. Some people like not. A little bit less sweet. So I put a bit of the brown sugar and mirin and the soy. And don't put the soy sauce too much. Yeah. Always the mistake. So
and to explain to everybody, that's one thing that Amy is doing right now that you don't see much in HRM. That's the way katsudon is supposed to be. You see a lot of like pretty much like a breaded pork chop on a bed of rice and whatever sauce they serve you. That's teriyaki sauce I've seen, but it's supposed to be in a nice bowl. Cook that sauce with the cutlet. And then pretty much just laid it right on top of that rice. Yeah. It's all about everything kind of mixed together with the rice, with the sauce, with the pork chop, pretty much on one really nice bite. That's the way that's the way it's supposed to be. Not like one of those, they try to be fancy, better rice, you have cutlet there, you have a little sauce kind of on the side and all look good, whatever. But no, that's not supposed to be. But you know what? That's what the wheel chef does. She does it the way it's supposed to be. So sorry to cut you off, Amy.
No problem. So I'm just heating up the broth right now. It might take a little time. And I chopped the onion, so onion in it. You can put quite a bit of onion too. And just gonna cook for a while. And while you're doing that, I made a pork cut.
Pork cutlet.
Yeah. We didn't have so it's the same as everyone, but like it's no groceries, like don't go groceries. It's like
it's hard to pretty much get groceries now. I mean, like 2 nights ago, I was making cooked ham. It's supposed to be chicken meat. Like, hey, whatever it is now, right? So
Exactly. So I had a pork, so I kept it, and then I'm gonna use this one.
I see Chef Andrew is actually one of you guys' fan, and I'm sure he's drooling now.
And also, I think a lot of people chef is the same way, but I don't have a best knife at home.
All the good knives are at work.
All the good knives and all the good stuff is at work, and I haven't been there for a while. So, so while cooking onion, I'm just gonna cut those pork.
Okay.
Yeah, I just cut them those like good size, and I used the Japanese panko.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely Japanese panko is better.
Oishi.
Make it so much better for that. Okay.
So, Eric, I actually know you have a pretty special talent. Can we have some background music, please?
A little special skill. Case. 1, 2, 3, here we go.
That's a heck of a snack with those kind of music in the background, man.
Oh yeah!
Whoa!
See, we don't get bored here.
Just good, Amy. Hey, everybody's staying home right now. I'm sure he keep you entertained every day. So actually, everybody, the sauce is being cooked in the pan as we speak. So you pretty much try to bring all the flavor out from the onion and all that, and and she'll be adding some more, and like in the meantime, just had to kind of cook it, get all the flavor out first. It's not something, I guess, not really a snack idea. I don't know. I actually might make it now after this. I've been dying for this for a long time.
Yeah,
Oh, so good.
and it's a pretty simple. It's a simple meal. It's just not that hard. It's definitely
it's simple enough, but most people here have not seen it done it right. And that's one thing that's why I asked for that, because trust me, I've been to other places with friends that go to, and I was like, give me a queso, and I look at that thing, I was like, why you give me something that's dried? It's not the way it's supposed to be. I get that a lot. I'm just being a pain, I guess, but
This is our staff meal all the time. I've been at Dharma when we had Dharma, we would make this for staff meal all the time. Everybody always loved it.
I still remember when I was in Dharma, every time I was sitting there, I was like, look at that guy with that tiny little pan there. He's making my queso dough. How they used to have the little pan there on the fire in the kitchen, and it was like, yeah, that must be making my rice.
Oh man.
We all have this long chopstick.
Mm-hmm.
The cooking and try to boil. Soy sauce gets too salty. Same as a miso soup. I'm glad you mentioned that earlier, because a lot of is like even like a little cooked too much, too long, then it gets
They put in the pork a little too early, Amy, right? Like stuff like that. You don't want to dry it right out, but it's all about that sauce that blend everything together.
Yeah.
And it's just wow. Actually, Chef Adam, we actually have a request for our producer to do that beatbox too. I don't know. Say we got Amy. Just to inform you, we got actually the Kyoto chef's sous chef Lisa is watching. We have Jamie from Water and Bone is watching. I know Patty from Kitchen Door Catering is watching. So we have a lot of people show up tonight. Thank you. Just if you guys missed the music show about a few minutes ago, you can always go back to the rerun.
All right. I think it's good. I don't like overcooked onion either.
No. That's yeah.
So we make a big one today. So got one here.
Mm-hmm. So what happened is when that sauce is being almost done, Amy is putting the cullet in there. So all those nice soya, brown sugar, mirin, and all those nice tastes, it pretty much just get soaked right in to that pork cutlet.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna pour the sauce over it too.
Mm-hmm. So she's pouring some sauce on it.
So that you can get soaked with sauce.
I feel hungry just looking at those cutlet, man.
All right.
So good.
Just pour that, and also you can make with tofu as well. Like we make a vegetarian version as well.
And now what Amy's got into is the beauty of this dish.
And so to crack the egg.
Mm-hmm. 2 eggs.
I think 2 eggs for this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another part of it that just don't mix too much.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave that kind of yolk and white kind of not mixed together. It's not scrambled.
I have. I don't want to be an expert because we have the to me the best Japanese chef in the city in front of me, but I don't want to make a fool of myself. But to me, the most important thing why you said you don't want to mix up the egg that well, because the key of this dish is you have to every bite you have to taste the yolk and the white. Yeah. You have to taste them both, and that's the proper way to do it. Not just go in some egg wash. No, you beat the egg about halfway. You want to see the egg yolk, and you want to see the egg right. Did I explain it okay, Amy?
All right, so I'm gonna pour that egg. I don't know how to do this. Slowly, just pour over the top. And on the top as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. And then all those flavor getting cold
And just
and pretty much cold right into with the egg. And pretty much use it to wrap around it. Some green onion there.
Yeah, I chopped the green onion. I love green onion.
Oh, me too. Maybe.
And just put on the middle.
For those of you who have not tried Amy's and Eric's food, when everything settled down, head on there, guys. If you like my food, I'm pretty sure you guys will like their food because I love their food, hands down. Just just make sure go try their stuff because it's the way it's supposed to be. Simple as
Almost ready. It's not gonna take long.
that.
No, it's pretty
So,
quick.
so she's cooking the yolk, pretty much coating the whole thing, pretty much finishing.
Yeah.
Usually on a kettle though, they put it on a bed of rice. This is the way to do it. I know they're gonna do it a little different tonight, but with whatever we have. But man, look at that. I guess you're closing it, kind of cook the egg a little bit, and some people like cook it really well. I like runny egg, so it just I don't cook it too well. If I ever do it, I don't know how to do it. I just kind of learned it today, and I'm actually talking to my wife about making it the next 2 days. I'm dying to learn how to make them correctly. So I'm glad I have one of the best I know that doing it in front of me now, so I can steal the skill now.
I think it's probably pretty good. Oh
yeah.
Look at that.
I think it's ready. This is it.
Look at that. Like look at all those eggs, the mirin sauce, and all those nice flavor. It you need to be a little closer to the camera, maybe. Maybe Eric can hold it so everybody can see it. Look at that.
Can you see it?
Look at the eggs and the cutlet. Imagine that. Put it right on top of better rice, and all those flavor go right down.
Oh yeah.
So if any of you watching still go for those dry queso dough, whatever it is, don't talk to me anymore because that's the way it's supposed to be, guys. Look amazing.
All right. So yeah. So again, the healthy version, which is boring, but
Oh, geez. Chef Andrew is actually kind of telling everybody that I kind of planned to steal the recipe, right? So, yeah, Amy, I did.
And just gonna pour the top. Wish me luck. I think that's it.
Oh, look at that. Like, see, if you have the patience to learn doing this, I would have this every single day, no problem. I would. Like this, like when I used to go to Daima, I pretty much like if it's Wednesday, I'll have the sushi bowl rice.
Yep.
And any other day, I will have this. This is pretty much my go-to.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're making it. So when you're back open, can I request that? I'll let you guys know. I know it's not always on the menu, so I was like, I'm gonna request that. I'll bring my sister. How does that work?
Yeah. I'll do anything for her.
Yeah, I have to give a shout out for my sister too. Since we mentioned her, she's working really hard.
Oh my god.
At the hospital. Since she's getting a lot more workload right now, we kind of feel it. Because of the rearrangement in the hospital, she's been taking up a lot more patients. That she's been telling me. So,
oh man, much love
to all the healthcare workers that what they're doing at the hospital for us, and I'm gonna, like round of applause everybody for healthcare workers. They've been doing a lot for us, and
Yeah.
I cannot even see my sister. I have not seen my sister for over a month.
Yeah.
Like she will come by the window, just look at us, and you know, like it's. I hope this is over soon, guys. I'm so glad you guys
Hope so.
So too.
were willing to help me doing this tonight, and I have everybody maybe take everything off their mind a little bit with your beautiful food, Amy. I know everybody is going for a tough time, but I really hope this is going to be over soon. Hey, Kitty, and that we can go and have you guys awesome food very soon.
Okay, last thing is I'm just gonna put the nori because this is another part of it. See, nori.
Like nori.
And put it on the top.
Yay!
I want to do this, but I think I'm gonna spill it. But anyway,
One thing about Amy and Eric, guys, their place right now maybe only have 4 seats, and I can tell you, as a professional chefs, I can tell you, Amy put her heart into everything, even that only 4 chairs. That's what I felt when I was there. From her, how she played every single dish, how she was cooking. She didn't know who I was at the beginning. I was pretty much just sitting there watching her like a hawk. And man, I see the passion in her eyes. She want to do it right, and it's so admire that, guys. Really,
thank you
so much, Ivan.
and we miss this so much, and I think all the chefs miss the restaurant so much too. So yeah,
just hang in there, guys. I will be there. I will be there, and we will. One idea I haven't run for Adam yet, but we might do a show when we open again. Let's have all the chefs at my place.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
We'll do a show, and I'll make a feast.
That'd be amazing.
That will be the finale that we'll be doing when we get to open again. So thank you again, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. A lot of people want to look at that amazing dish. Can Eric give you a help to maybe take that camera down right close to the dish and show the audience how amazing that look, because it's the beauty of that egg surrounded those pork cutlet is
Can you see? This way,
look at that.
Can you see? Oh, how is that? Oh,
I'm gonna get a little light there.
Look at that.
Is it works?
Yeah, we good. But anyways, well, thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much
for having
us. And thank you for showing us, a proper way to do a quesadilla at Late Night Snack tonight. So everybody hangs in there. Thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks Chef Andrew in the background doing all those nice comments, and I think he'll be stealing the recipe too, but whatever. He just want to blame it on me. Well, thanks everybody, James and everybody joining us tonight. I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you so
Good night.
much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Amazing.